songwriting developed? Do you see any progress within the band? Because I don't know all your old stuff.
Right,
I
yeah.
don't even know the new stuff.
Songwriting-wise, we have probably evolved quite a bit during the years, because, but still, I think it's the same intuition that comes into play. You have this gut feeling that this is something that you want to get out of your system, and you start writing it, and it sort of feeds itself. But I guess the professionalism and the way we are critical about our work has sort of gone up a notch every time we go onto a new album and start writing, because we try to learn from everything we do, and we've been doing this for so long that it's kind of evident that you get better at what you do, and still the ideas keep coming there. It's not like we run out of ideas. It's more like they grow and they grow and they grow. It's a never ending source kind of. So yeah, I hope we're getting better. And we've had the opportunity to meet so many great people who are professionals, and then they give us their feedback and their tips, and we just try to take them all and put them in this bag and shuffle them around and go like, ooh, this is a nice thing. Let's go with this, and just really try to learn from what we do.
So who is the first one who gives you feedback? Friends and family?
Yeah, friends and family usually. Yeah.
So what is the atmosphere in the studio like? What do you need for a good working day in the studio?
No, really. Just no rush, time, silence, and the ideas and visions that we have, and those usually come during the night or when we're away from the studio. Captain tends to get him when he's out walking his dog, and I think you have that sort of similar thing, or do you?
Yeah.
I stay up late at night and worry about stuff, and then I get my ideas, usually, or I don't know, maybe I meditate or go running on the beach or something, and something pops in my head. There have been times when I've been waking up 2 o'clock in the night and a song playing in my head, and I had to sort of write it down, or riding on a bus and seeing a guy smoking underneath a balcony in his backyard and go like, ooh, that sounds like this, and the next thing you come out with a song, it's like, yeah. So.
Do you use the old-fashioned way, like pen and paper, or do you have some happening?
I have my cell phone nowadays, but I'm really old school, so pen and paper works, but cell phone is nice too.
So would you say that the fans who loved your first album are still in love with the new one, or in which way has the music maybe changed a little bit?
We had a heavier sort of phase during the third album where we wanted to really put out some rocking stuff. But now the fifth album combines with the 2 first ones, Signs of Life and Carnival of Rust and Temple of Thought, are like a trilogy. So we have taken influences from the previous albums, both lyrically and thematically and then musically, and sort of tried to combine all these to make a whole, of these 3.
So this was on purpose?
Yeah, that was purposeful. It started when we wrote the first album and then put out the second album a year later, and then we sort of had this idea that a fan, actually, a German fan, came to me at one concert and said, so what's the next Something of Something album? And I go like, yeah, that's the idea of it. And it just stuck in my head, and it was like 2006 or something. And then from that point on, I knew we were going to work in trilogies, kind of like 3 albums is a trilogy, but never so that we force ourselves to write the 3 consecutive albums make a trilogy. No, like we had 1 or 2, and then we let the third part of the trilogy wait until it was time for it. And the way I knew it was time for it is because I wrote Temple of Thought, and it just came out like in a blurb, like I was barfing the song out one day, and realizing that this is a really awesome song, and this is going to sort of be the whole continuance from the previous 2 Something of Something albums, so like birth, growth, and the outcome. So, and we already started the second trilogy with Revolution Roulette and Twilight Theater, so we're waiting to see the outcome of the third album at some point, I hope.
So, pretty busy. You won several awards in the past, I don't know, MTV, Finland, that. What or how important are awards for you? Is it a good feeling just to have something on the shelf, or are you really happy getting awards?
Oh yeah, you're definitely happy getting awards because it also shows that a lot of people sometimes vote for them, and it's sort of a sign of faith from these people, you know, that they really are following you and they really want to support you. And even if it's like a professional panel that decides whether you get the award or not, then even it's sort of like a toast from those people as well. You know, like, yeah, you did good work, good job, you know, and here's an award for it. So it's not something that this is not the reason why we are in this business, no. But every time it happens, you know, you try to sort of look back on what you've done so far and be grateful for the award and for the time you've had, because it's really been a good time.
Yeah, and it's really difficult to see what you've done because you're already making the next step or something like that. You're always, you know, working on something. But when people, you know, give you awards, that's a sort of a sign that you did a good job, and you don't actually realize it until someone came to say to you that, you know, this is a good album, or this is a good song, or so that's how it works. So it's really gratifying.
And besides awards and good chart positions, what does success mean to you?
More freedom of choice, free time even sometimes, even if it doesn't really look like that when you look at our schedule or our tour schedule or whatever. But it also gives the opportunity to do more of what we want to do, the way we want to do it. And I think that's really, really very important for anyone in the world, to actually be able to choose their own way of living.
So on tour schedule, I just found the dates in Finland and Estonia, but none in Germany. Nothing fixed yet, or are you playing any festivals this summer in Germany? Or?
We have schedules for different parts of the world, but we haven't really announced anything yet. And there's a lot of stuff that we talk about, but they're not fixed. So before they're fixed, I'm not going to talk about them because it would be kind of nasty to go around taking back, oh, we were supposed to come there, but we're not. Sorry.
But where would you like to play this summer?
Oh, I would love to tour Germany in clubs and festivals here, and then go around Europe basically a lot. Because it's so much fun, and Germany is a really, really good place to come and play. Things work here, and fans are awesome. So, you know.
All right.
All right.
That's it. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Thank
Yep.
you.